Well, it is Thursday afternoon and we got another project, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be replacing the brakes on someone's pickup, F250, grinding really bad back brakes, and then his brake pedal totally gave out, so we got to find out what's actually leaking and get it all repaired. Well, here we are. We're going to take these brakes off and replace them. They're in really bad shape. So this is the first one, and as you can tell, it's in really sad shape. There is nothing left, as you can tell, on the brake pad. And yeah, we got to change these out. We got brand new rotors and pads, and hopefully the chamber itself, or the brake caliper itself, is still good. So we'll be working on this to change it out. All right, so I got the caliper loose. Now we're just going to have to get it out because it's probably welded on. As you can tell, the back side got the brunt end of the brakes, while the front side never even got touched. So that was just telling me that the two sliders on here are either froze up or they're not working and haven't been working for quite a while. And as you can tell, the piston in that one totally blew, so it's history. Well, there's a double piston in this brake caliper, and the one caliper is totally shattered, and the other piston is pretty much broke in half, so it's going to be bad too. So the whole cylinder is going to have to be replaced because I'm not packing a new one, and we'll just order new ones. So we'll catch you a little later as we try to see what the other side's like. So not only did we see this broken up, shattered, and no pad on the back side, this is the parking brake pad on the parking brakes that go right here. And this pad is on there, but see how thin they are anyways. And yeah, it needs to all be redone. These brakes are in really bad shape. So we're going to be talking to him to get some parts and see what he wants to do. So here we are on the driver's side of the pickup, and actually it's a lot better. The brake pads are not as bad, but they're still pretty bad. This one's got just a little bit left on it, and the other one is pretty much hitting metal. And that's what all the grinding was when it comes to the brakes on this. But as you can tell, the parking brake is all in one piece. It's still together. We're going to get some more pads for it, but and of course the rotor is a lot better wear. Both sides were wearing a lot better on this side, even though this was taking the blunt end of it for braking total, because the other side was only one side working, and it was all busted up. So the actual caliper on this side didn't get wore out at all, and the rods and pins on this one that slides are working just fine. So we're going to use this caliper again, get pads on this side, replace some stuff on the truck, and get it rolling again. So well, that's where we're at right now. We're just going to have to wait on the new caliper for the passenger side, and then we'll begin putting it back together. Thanks for watching. Well, we are back at the F250 pickup truck with the emergency brakes, and the brakes itself need to be changed, and come to find out, got to take the entire hub off just to get to the emergency brakes to replace the pads. So that's what we're doing now, is removing the hub, and it's a lot more than I really wanted to do, but to change them pads out, we have to take this hub off, and we'll be at the bearings and everything once we do. So once I get this off, then I'll get back with you and show you what the progress is then. Remember, we were working on the brakes on this F250 pickup, and I just wanted to show you what I ended up doing on one of the sides. We still got the other side to do, and when I go to do it, I am actually going to show you the footage of what I did and how I did it. We were going to replace the parking brake on both sides too, but you have to take the entire hub off here. Take the hub off, take the bearings and everything out of it just to get to the parking brakes. So the person that owns it, which is my father-in-law, he needs it this next weekend. They're going camping for the 4th of July, and so we just forgot about the parking brake because he doesn't use it anyways, but we're going to come back and do it at a later date. But right now we're just replacing his main brakes. And you remember in the previous video parts how bad they were. So this is what we ended up with on the driver's side of the pickup, with brand new brake pads, brand new rotor, and we are going to actually go over to the other side and show you how it's done. Well, now we're on the other side, and as you can see, the reason we were going to replace the parking brakes is one of the pads literally came off of that brake pad right there. See, the other one has it and that one doesn't. So we were going to replace them, but he doesn't really use them that often at all. And like I said, he's going to need it for this weekend. They're going to go camping for the 4th of July week. And so we're just going to fix his main brakes on this side, and then we'll be done for now. But we're going to come back and replace the part brakes at a later date. So stay tuned, I'll show you how it's done. All right, so now we're on the passenger side of the truck. So we got a new rotor, a brand new rotor that we're putting on this side, plus the pads. It was interesting on the other side. I put the rotor on there and didn't put it all the way on, and I was wondering how the caliper actually connected, because it was a long ways away from the screws. So, but yeah, I want to give y'all an idea of how this all goes together. So we're gonna put the caliper on first. Actually put the brake pads in here first, and then we'll there's some in here. Where'd they go? Oh, that's it. Well, nope, they're right here.
Do you want the grease?
So these things are obnoxious as all get out. As I found up on the other side, these new clips, they had these tabs that supposedly supposed to hold the brake in, but they don't hold the brake in. They actually just bend all over the place and become just a nuisance. So I broke them off. So I know that's not what most people would do, but I could not get one of them to go in straight, not one. So, and it took like 2 hours to do the brakes, which should not happen. So we're going to take them off this time and break them, and just have the clips the way that I'm used to having on previous vehicles. So if you're used to doing brakes and you're used to these new clips or whatever they're called for that actually supposedly lock the brakes in, which I couldn't even get my brake pad to seat because they were all in the way and there were no way to get them out of the way. And then I put them in without these little clips, and boy, it went like it was the easiest job ever. So that's what I'm doing with this one. And to be honest, I don't think they're really useful for anything. So, but these just lock in like that and that. And now we need the other one. That's to the screw. So, anyways, yes, sir. I love you, Bubba. So I got Philip and Tracy out here with me. Tracy's going to help me get this done. Like I was telling you, I fell and hurt my tailbone and my right knee. Now that I had surgery on my left, my right knee is giving me fits, and it's actually causing problems. So I'm gonna get an MRI on it and see if I can't maybe have surgery on it and fix it. If not, we just might have to get it replaced because it's been pretty much a nuisance. So we got the clips off now and putting these into the caliber, and then we'll put pads in there. Give me the pads if you would. Sometimes they try to improve things and then it ends up being just the opposite. It actually is a nightmare to try to work with them. And so but I will say I learned from the last ones I put in on the driver's side that they didn't want to seat at all, and the reason why was the new little clip that it had in it. So we'll try to get these in without them excess clips that they had. So there's one. Another one goes on this other side. They're still spring loaded like they're supposed to be, but I don't know. These are the first time I've ever seen them extra clips that's on these, and they did not do any justice whatsoever trying to get these pads to go into the caliber. And so I ended up taking them off before replacing them with this brake. Don't want to seat at all. I think somebody got home. Joseph or Daniel. Ow, arrived, and I just stabbed my leg a little.
I was just thinking to put some like WD-40 or something on
my door. Yeah, a little squeaky.
That felt good.
Just Joseph.
Did Dad just shish kebab himself?
Yes, I did.
One to edit that out. Joseph. Joseph. I need don't be tripping yourself.
Jeez.
Her bed was down once he told me that.
I want you in there.
Not yet. I'm not putting it back up there right now.
We're at the time to put the tire back on. Yes, we are. You're going to put these back on.
Yeah.